Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on demand.
Can we start with me?
Something that's weird about you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Believe it or not.
Wow,
there
weird.
are a few things. One was pointed out to me during the Super Bowl.
Oh.
I don't like beans in my chili. Is that weird?
That is weird. So it was pointed out to you, like, on Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah, because I was, like, picking around the beans
Oh,
in
my
the chili.
gosh.
I mean,
that is weird.
one of the key ingredients is chili beans.
Yeah.
So,
hello.
Okay, I'm a weirdo. But I think there's a lot of people out there that probably don't like beans. All right, open our app and chat with us right now. It's Weirdo Wednesday. Tell us something that you do or eat or think or feel that others around you think is kind of strange, and we'll be the judge.
People always have a lot of weird stuff with food.
Mm-hmm.
So Cindy chatted in and said she likes French dressing on cottage cheese.
Yuck.
That sounds really gross. I used to eat cottage cheese all the time when I was a kid for lunch.
Okay.
But it freaks me out now. Like the chunks.
It's a chunky.
It's weird, man.
It is weird, but it is so good.
And then you had French dressing to it?
Cut up some tomatoes, put it in it. Salt and pepper on top of it.
What?
That's so good.
And then there's people who eat, like, fruit with cottage cheese.
Yeah, my wife puts pineapple in hers.
What? What?
French dressing, though, I don't know if I could do that.
It's already kind of liquidy by itself. And then you add more
you make
liquid.
it runny and chunky.
Yeah, ew. Ew, no.
Here's another food one. My daughter.
Uh-huh.
You know toaster strudels?
Ooh, yes.
So you get the strudel and you get the little packet of frosting.
Yeah.
She only eats them frozen.
She won't warm it up first?
No, I tried it. I'm like, it's called a toaster strudel. You put it in the toaster. She's like, no, I want it right out of the freezer.
Oh, man. What are you teaching her?
I'm trying to teach her the right way to do it. It is Weirdo Wednesday. Play along with us. Open the 106.9 KROC app and chat with us and tell us something weird that you do. Kristen, we're going to start with Kristen in Rochester. She said she literally Googles every person she meets.
Oh.
Is that weird? I think a lot of people probably Google the people in their life, right?
Yeah,
Your coworkers, like, which one of you has a felony on your record?
Who's most likely to kill me?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
I don't know that that's weird. Maybe
a little
because
creepy.
it's everybody, but I don't, because, yeah, I've done it.
We've all done it. Like,
but,
whether you're going on a date with somebody you don't know, you're doing a little background check or whatever. But
right. And that's even less weird if
it
it's
is
before a date.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
It's kind of stalkerish, right? Like
everybody, but I don't know. Then is it weird if you go to somebody's house and you're like, that's a nice house. I wonder how much they paid for it. And you look up their address because I've done that.
That's less weird, I think.
That's less weird than looking up a person?
Yeah, because what are you trying to find if you're looking them up, right? Like, you're trying to find dirt on them.
I mean, if you looked me up, you'd just see my band geek stuff, probably.
A bunch of cat pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That one's kind of weird. I think it's weird.
Okay, right off the bat, Heather, I'm going to tell you you're not weird. Heather in Rochester chatted in. She said, I turned down the volume to find a parking spot. Funniest thing ever because it makes no sense, but I do it. I think everybody does it.
My mom will do that all the time. She'll, like, it's raining outside. She's got to turn down the volume so she can see better.
Yes! Like, shh, I'm concentrating. I know. It doesn't make any sense, but I do it. So, like, I can't say it's weird.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably do that. You're not weird. I mean, it is weird to do that, but you're not weird.
But, like,
because I think so many people do it.
Yeah.
Clark chatted in.
Clark, what a name.
Yeah, you don't hear Clark a lot.
No.
He says he plays board games by himself.
I'd get bored. I don't know that I'd say that's weird, because I also really like board games.
I don't know how you would do that.
But right.
Because you know your next move.
I'd get bored.
Yeah.
I don't, I'm going to say half weird.
I'm going to say full on 100% weird, Clark. Get yourself a phone. They've got games built right
Candy
into
Crush?
it. You can play Candy Crush. You play against anybody in the world with these games. All right, shout out to our weirdos today. We love you all. Those were some good ones. It is Weirdo Wednesday. If there's something that you do that others around you think is kind of strange, open up our app and chat with us right now. Let us know. I didn't even ask you, Carly. How was Valentine's Day?
It was good. We went to first meeting. It was great.
Have some noodles.
We were like, I'm in the mood for Asian. We're going to go to first meeting because it's been like, maybe a month since we've been.
Yeah, that's a good place. It's
we
really
love going there. How about you guys?
I made dinner. We ate at 4:45. We went
Nice.
to dance.
Nice.
But I mean, shout out to Trader Joe's. I got some nice flowers.
Oh,
Got a
Trader Joe's flowers are the best.
bouquet of roses for my daughter and a nice little bouquet for my wife. And we got some chocolates and it was...
And you didn't break the bank in the process.
No, I think for
Shout
both
out.
bouquets, it was like $24.
Shout out Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Trader Joe's is awesome.
I also got flowers, but Matt almost killed our cats with them, so that's nice.
What kind of flower? Are cats allergic to flowers?
Well, there are a lot of plants that are toxic to cats. Cats are very sensitive. So most of the time, though, it's if they eat it
Yeah.
and they chomp down on it, then it could be like, oh, they might get a stomach upset or
You gotta learn
know.
one way or another.
But these, if you're a cat parent, the most terrible flower that you can get is one that any part of the plant, even the pollen, if a little bit of pollen gets on their body, it could be deadly.
It could kill him.
Yeah,
Talk about the worst Valentine's Day ever.
I know. So he came home with this bouquet of flowers. Beautiful. There's like pink and orange and green, like all these colors. It's super pretty. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, I think those are lilies.
Oh no, lilies are bad for cats?
Lilies are extremely toxic to cats.
I get my wife lilies all the time. I've never once even thought about that.
So I let it sit for a while because I was like, they're so pretty. I don't want to get rid of them.
And also, you can't freak out and be like, oh my God, why did you get me those?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because I really, really liked them. And then eventually I was like,
You're such a crazy cat lady.
eventually I was like, hey.
Just so you know.
So, like, we could cause our cats to go into kidney failure because you got lilies. He's like, what?
He doesn't know. He saw them. He's like, those are pretty.
Yeah. He was like, I got them because I thought the orange looked nice. And I was like, well, sorry, we got to get rid of them. I was like, well, I don't want to get rid of them. We could just keep them away from the cats. I was like, but I mean, we have to be really careful though, because a little bit of pollen, if they lick that up, like they could go into kidney failure in a couple days. And he was like, well, I'm throwing the lilies out. Goodbye.
I did not know that.
Yeah, like even the water that the flowers sit in is toxic. And yeah, as long as your cat doesn't mess with the flowers, it's
Oh, good luck with that.
usually
Like,
okay.
I
but-
brought the flowers home, set them on the island, and the cat immediately jumped up there.
Right,
like, what's
exactly.
this?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so the cats are okay?
Cats are fine.
All right, if your cat died yesterday, you qualify for our Valentine's Day redo. That would definitely be a bad Valentine's
Yes,
Day.
it would.
If you had a bad Valentine's Day, open up our app, tell us about it, and you can win a makeup date to see Ed Sheeran at US Bank Stadium this summer.
A new study by Insure My Trip reveals that Minneapolis and St. Paul are the top destinations for weddings in the U.S.
In the U.S.?
In the
Okay.
entire country.
All right, I'll pull that back a little bit. I thought you were going to say in Minnesota. I'm like, well, duh.
Well, duh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, in the entire country.
Why is that?
So they base this off of the quantity and quality of venues, the entertainment available in the area, florists in each city, and the annual rainfall, and the average cost of a hotel. So factoring all of that in, Minneapolis is the second best place for a U.S. destination wedding, and St. Paul is the best. There's also cool architecture. So
Who's
like
having a destination wedding, though, in Minnesota?
that's what I'm saying.
Like-
I know. And I'm like, maybe it's when I wrote this post, I was like, maybe it's because I live in Minnesota. And so when I think destination wedding, I'm like
The beach.
the
Or
Rockies
something, yeah.
or yeah, going to Hawaii or something like that. And people in Hawaii might be like, I want to get married in the snow, you know?
Maybe.
Maybe. Ye Olde Butcher Shoppe has been sold.
This is crazy.
Super crazy. And of course, people are kind of worried because they're like, oh my God, is it going away? It is not going away. It was purchased by a company that buys small businesses from retiring owners and then turns it into an employee-owned business.
It actually sounds like a good model.
It does. So I'm hopeful that this will work out well. And finally, I have the 5 most affordable places to live in Minnesota. towns, not your mom's basement.
Okay. All right, give me the list here. Number 5.
Number 5 is Thief River Falls up in northwest Minnesota.
Home of Arctic Cat.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know anything else about Thief River Falls, though.
Other than that, it's cold.
Yeah, I don't. Scratch that one off the list. I'm not moving somewhere that's even colder than here.
And then number 4 is Worthington, Minnesota.
Not a lot going on in Worthington.
Southwest. The number 3 most affordable place to live in Minnesota is Crookston.
I actually used to live in Crookston.
Yes, you did. I remember that.
Not a lot going on there.
Also, northwest side of the state.
Yeah.
What number is this? Number 2. Yeah, numbers.
Yeah.
The number 2 most affordable place is Albert Lea.
Oh, shout out Albert Lea.
I was going to say this might be appealing to you, so...
I've been there. I can actually make that drive every day. And
right? Yeah. You know, not bad.
so the cost of living is lower than the statewide average in Albert Lea. That's good news for them.
But the number 1 place that's the most affordable in Minnesota, you're going to hate.
Okay, why?
International Falls.
Oh, that's like on the Canadian border.
One of the northernmost parts of Minnesota is also the most affordable. Surprise, surprise.
It's so nasty cold there, I imagine, all year.
I've been, like, not International Falls, but, like, along the Canadian border in the summertime. And it's nice, but it's like, I want to feel more heat on my bones, you know? It just does not get warm enough for me up there.
Definitely takes a special kind of person.
Yeah.
All right, read why those 5 towns were named most affordable right now and get more local news on the 106.9 KROC app.
Dunken and Carly, weekday mornings on 106.9 KROC.